just going to put the silicone in on the side.
Now I've taped up this side here. It's the only way to work a bead that wide. I'm just going to infill that now with silicone and work it down. Just going in the silicone, right? When using a piece of steel, they're just shaped into a slightly concave, right? This is one of the brackets that come with the door. And then just draw it down. Making sure that the tape is exposed on both sides. When you pull the tape off, you don't want a large connection. I know I have to go back on that little piece that I've missed, but you can see how it's done. While it's still wet, start to unwind the tape, pulling it away from the bead of silicone. Okay, and it'll take with it, wrap it up like this, and it'll take with it all the excess that's on the tape and leave a reasonably clean line. You see the way there's a kind of a bit of an edge here where I cut it with the tape. Well, what you do in that situation is let it set. Provided you have a good profile, let it set, okay? And that's set now for a day. What I'll do now is, all you do is put a small bead of it along the inside of it. Anywhere that there's a bit like that. You don't have to be careful putting it on because it's going onto a solid base, so. Put it on like that, and then just wipe it down, and it'll fill up the little bit of a gap that was there. You can also trim this side to get a nice straight line as well. After it's all set, you just get the Stanley knife and put it straight across any of the blobs there, and you'll take it right down. So you'll end up with a nice clean line on both sides, depending on the amount of effort you want to put into it. By the way, if you're not working with brick, you're working with cement and render, and you only have a small gap, none of these measures are required. Just run your finger along it. As long as it's still with your finger, you'll get a nice bead on it. But when you're working with brick, you'll have to tape it up or you'll make a mess of the brick. And when you're working with a wide bead, it's sometimes like this, has to be done in a couple of stages. There it is trimmed, just to show you how good it can be. Now that finishes the outside.